Okay, so now we are going a little bit deeper about what is the elements of Euclid. Um, uh, because the King Ptolemy was asking if there was a way to be much more simple and fast of about this big work, Euclid answer to is that there are not simple ways when you make this. So it means it's the argument is so important that you cannot take it via regge. It means that you have to go deeper and deeper, and this is very big thoughts about this. Another pupil is asking to him what advantage you can take from this studying this geometry. It seems that Euclid, in a place to give, as I see here, because I was speaking with the King Ptolemy, and he said no, he didn't. It was not the problem of the euro, because someone said that Euclid give €1 to this guy, and the guy went away. Say, go back to study. Okay, go back to study because you don't deserve this. But I heard that was something else. He didn't give €1, but as we know, the history teach that he gave him a big buff areta. Areta cap is behind the head, like the brain card, because when you give a buff areta cap, it get the pupil on the balance. So the buff is gotta be right on precision between the left and the right, and stay in the middle, because Siddhartha sometimes also give me a buff. Stay in the middle, don't and be cool. Say Siddhartha, and then Euclid say to this boy, because the boy say, but in the history it's written that you give me €1. I say no. This history is about that I give you a buff. And I say, ma the boy say, ma sono proprio sfortunato. I say, ah così, another time tu tampare, okay? Because you make this question again after 2,500 years, you make the same question and you make again the wrong question. I say, hai capito? So the boy turned on and went to study. So the elements, they are composed of about 13 books in which we are going to have systematically find all the geometry, but the elementary geometry. Every book it starts with the proposition that it can be considered with a kind of definition that you're using to clarify to understand the concept that will follow after. These are follow from other propositions that in the fact are really the problems and all theorems. And these are the difference between the way in which they are recalled, or not recalled, but they are declared again. They are taken and put in a criticized question. And the mean phrases that Euclid used, they used two phrases for the problem. He used come dovevasi fare, so how you we should do, and for the theorem he say how we should demonstrate it. So there are two principles. The first, how you should do it, and how you should demonstrate this. And this is very important. It's a big concept also about life. Because you say, che stai facendo? I'm trying to do it. That's good. But he say, but how you can do to demonstrate it? He say, I don't know. Then you start to search. And the moment that you start to search, you are going to stay close to Euclid. If you don't do this, Euclid, I sit SNM. Okay, so let's back to this fundamental principle in the elements. There are three categories, and they are called the termini, definition, or postulati of geometric nature, and a common notion. They are postulati from a very big general consideration. we don't have a copy of elements, and then we don't have a lot of notice about Euclid. But we know that the composition, when he wrote it, it was around 300 before Christus. The work of this man, it's he took it looking to Theone di Alessandria. He lived in second half of 4th century after Christus, 700 years after Euclid. So means that Theone, I'm sorry, I was not clear. It was Theone di Alessandria that looked through Euclid after 700 years later after. Okay, I hope that you understand the concept. If then you won't go back home and take it the concept at home, because I give you a general concept, but it's the meaning of the student or for which one is interested. Go home and go to go deeper, and that's the big step, because it's always the concept of the ocean, because the concept of ocean also has two aspects, and zit, chi capisce e chi non capisce, we should go back to the video of the other day. So this is the meaning that we have to listen to this conference only in the way that before we get back to the lesson of the professor Pier Giorgio Odifreddi, because through the lesson first we get the basic, okay? So you first go to see the video that you will see, okay, if just wait a moment, maybe I can give you also the day in which the lesson was written, just a minute, because I'm control the pages. Just be careful, just take care. I'm looking now on the screen. Wait a minute. Okay, we have Archimede was on the 31 of January, but if I'm not wrong, we did something about, just be careful, because I have to check on internet, and this is very important. So I don't find, I'm sorry, but that's it. So on 28th of January, you can find on YouTube, especially starting from 27th of January at 11 o'clock, the work of this big opera, and it's lessons from the professor Pier Giorgio Odifreddi, that you can go deeply in that meaning. Okay, I give you just a very simple conference about this, just to get closer, okay, and just to be also a little bit funny, and we can laugh a little bit together, because it's also part important of the life when it's possible. Because when I'm schwarzeriert, like yesterday evening, I was almost so tired that I get to sleep on my desk. But that's life. We are not. Nobody is perfect. If you think that you're perfect, it's wrong. So we are. First of all, we are a human being. I'm a human being. So I'm not a computer. If I was a computer, I also was sleeping on the desk, because even if you're a computer, when you are tired, you are tired. So the Euclid say near the computer, are you tired? Yeah, let me take a nap in Hyde Park. I say, okay, I bring you there with the plane of Capitan Piston. That's fine. So you see that everybody slowly, they are getting on the same plane. So the most important thing is that after 400 years after Theone, one copy of this script was translated in Arab language from Al-Aja'i. Between the 1120, one copy of this Arabian work, or was a copy of a copy, was translated in Latino from Adelardo di Bath Eh? It was considered the first English scientist. The translation of A. Adelardo was used from Ruggero Bacone. And then we stop just a moment to explain the difference between Bacone and Bacone, because you have a lot of Bacone. You have eggs and bacon, and you have Bacone. When you say you don't play good your instrument, you are a Bacone. Or then in place to play the chords during the solo, you don't play in the chords and say, look at that, he's a Bacone. Or you can see about Ruggero Bacone of Bacon, that the other famous painter. You see how Bacone can give a lot of definitions. So go deeply in this many concepts. You can check on your internet, on your books, and see the different words of Bacone. Okay, then I conclude these arguments saying that Niccolò Tartaglia, in fact, then after, was one of the most important mathematics of 500 period. He translated from the Latin to in Italian, so we have to say to him, thanks, Mr. Tartaglia, about the elements of Euclid, because you are going to resolve also these problems in a very different way. So you see, after so many years, how this big opera was so important. Okay, I stop just the recording. I see you in a couple of minutes.